some issues with titles and getting titles the way for the new recommendations. But I'm also going to look at, what do you do if you have a title that's been working, you're getting sales with, that kind of thing, and what do you want to do? You want to leave it alone? You want to change it? Or exactly what's going to be the best thing for you to do, or what at least is going to make sense for you to do. So I'm going to go find a couple of good titles. That for items that have been getting me sales but maybe are not following the recommendations right now. And I've changed some of them, so we're going to see. 19 people have that in their cart. Okay. Wow. Sorry, it's a little bit slow. Okay, here we go. This one's one that I have redone, so I'm looking for one that hasn't been redone, but yet it gets good sales. Give that a minute, and I'm going to look for one that has a bad grade. And okay. I'm just kind of looking for one that I know, doesn't have the best grade, but it has a lot of sales on it. That would have been a recent seller. So I can pick a good one. So just hang on. Okay, here's one. This one here was one of my bigger selling items. I've sold quite a few of them. Over time. It has a 62% visibility score. It says 0.9 conversion rate. So I don't know if that's... I had two different listings with this. I'm not sure which one that is, but what I'm looking at is this is something that I know gets seen, with the wording that I'm actually already using. So what I'm looking at is, go from that to this. I know that the tag of the titles and stuff needs help. So when I'm looking at this, it's telling me it may be a long, but that's okay. But then it's also telling me that it's written for computers, not humans. Instead of titles like personalized drop kit, and it's gotten the comma thing, try writing a short sentence like monogram leather drop kit groomsman gift, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure what a monogram leather drop kit is. All right. Okay, the video just kind of died on me. There's a storm coming up, and I'm not sure if my phone signal is going to be good enough to finish, but I'm going to try it one more time. If not, I'll try again tomorrow, because I may not be able to get it to work if the storm keeps on coming in. So I'm going to see. My eyes itching. I'm going to go back to where I was with the listing I was looking at. And I'm going to look here. There it is. This listing is for a bracelet. That's a silverware bracelet that's I've had for a while, and it has gotten sales. I've checked all my wording and everything on that, so I know that I have pretty good keywords, and I know that it gets seen. So that's the thing, is when you have one like this and you know that it has good keywords, and you know that it's getting seen, you don't want to do away with any keywords that you know are working. So you have your recommendation here that, look at the top one first. You know, it might be too long. I'm not worried about that, because Etsy has told us we can use the whole entire space. So I'm not going to stress over whether I have it too long or not. The thing is when I go to fix this title, I'm probably going to end up shortening it some, but yet stay in the same searches. So I'm not going to worry about that. These are the things that you're going to look at here when you're working from now on, instead of the grades, okay? It's the same things you've been looking at. It's just not going to have that grade to tell you anymore. You're going to have to learn to rely on yourself a little bit better. So I know that with this title, yeah, I've got too many commas, so I'm keeping that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and look down here, And I've used engraved. Well, since I have, some other wording, I don't need to have engraved again, because I don't want to repeat too much. So I'm going to look down here. It says tags that can be found within similar tags. For example, rose gold or rose gold ring, smaller tags. So I'm looking at with this particular one, and it says multi-word tag, but yet I'm not seeing where I had anything else that said engraved in here. So that being said, do I need to take it out? Because I know it's a good it's a keyword that people search for, engraved jewelry. My stuff isn't engraved, but a lot of people think that hand stamped jewelry is engraved. They don't know the difference, so they'll search for engraved jewelry to search for hand stamp. So I have to keep that in mind, and I do throw that in there as a tag word every once in a while, to just kind of keep my shop showing in that search. Let's see, what else? Categories, I match, descriptions. It gives me, just some little things to check on. This one, I've got 4. I've got 4 images. I'm using less than 10. It says using all 10 may increase your conversion rate. Yeah. But, it's converted, so I'm not going to worry about that either. What I'm going to look at, though, is can I make it any better to just make it flow better? I think it's because this is delayed and you're not seeing anything on my screen because it's not got to that point yet. And you're probably not going to hear me saying this for a couple of minutes. So hold on. But I'm going to keep going so I can try to record this, because when it's recorded, you'll see it as is. Once I can get it listed going up. Maybe this thing is being a pain in the rear. Okay. And I've lost my page. Okay, I'm going back to here. And I'm going back over here. I'm just not sure if it's going to work or not with the weather. I'm going to see if I can edit this listing and get it where y'all can see it or not. With this item, and lordy me. This is supposed to be screen sharing, and I don't know if it is.